Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 15th through the 21st. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments. I do read each and every comment. Sometimes I can't reply to them all, but I do read them. So thank you for your support. Also, if you're not a subscriber, please do so and make sure that you hit that bell because it notifies you of when Spirit and I upload a new video and when we go live. So, listen, Aries, it's kind of a big week. It's kind of a big week for you here, just based on the cards that have come out. Your overall energy from the divine is the belonging card. So, maybe you've been feeling a little separated from people as of lately, but this is a week to reach out. This is a week to reach out to your friends. This is a week for you to reach out to your loved ones. This is meeting new people. That doesn't have to be romantic, but it can. It really is, because we're all connected. I mean, we truly are all connected, and given this pandemic we've been in, I know we've all felt a little isolated, a little separated, but this is really a week for you to reach out. Sometimes we don't reach out because we're waiting for someone to reach out to us. Well, sometimes you got to take the reins, right? You got to take the reins here. So I feel like there's going to be some really good spreading of kindness for you this week, and love, and being in that better vibrational state, feeling like you're part of the community. It's just a really good overall energy, but it does require you, Aries, to be one of to take action, to reach out, to get out there, to go to the social event as things are opening up here. So it's going to be very healthy for you to do that, emotionally, especially, Aries. Now, your very first card out in the tarot here is the Five of Cups. That is feeling very isolated. That's like, oh, I'm missing these things. I'm missing all these things right here. But all you have to do is turn around, and look, there's two full cups right there. So emotionally, you might be feeling a little bit, in the beginning of the week, especially like, oh, I'm so alone, right? I feel so alone, so separated. But you're really truly not. So this card is very indicative of that belonging card about just turn around, take the reins, see what's behind you, because there's beautiful relationships, fun things to do. It can be romantic. It can even be work related, right? Like, oh, I haven't been able to find that job, or I haven't been going back to work. All you got to do is turn around and reach out, right? If you haven't heard back from that place that you applied to, reach out to them. Good things will happen. Okay. So it's a little difficult in the beginning of the week, but it turns out really well once you turn around. Because here you have the Four of Swords, right? This is where you have, maybe you're taking some time in the beginning of the week to kind of rest, relax, meditate, because this is what happens with this Four of Swords when we've been to battle. And we kind of have been in battle, right? Battle with the isolation, battling with the quarantine, battle with ourselves, right? Getting in our heads a lot because of... There's somebody wanting to be social. Sorry, guys. My dogs went nuts because a cat just walked by. But that's a sign. They were settled, they were calm, and now they're like, hey, let's party. Let's go out. So I truly believe in signs, Aries. So it's time to kind of come out of this mode, right? You've had all this time to yourself, time to reflect, time to, it's just time to get out there again. And at whatever capacity that is for you, it is a general reading. Go have a good time. Dogs are having a good time, right? I love that you have the Tower in reverse for this week, because it's like the chaos is, listen, we've all had these tower moments over this last, 2-3 months now, and it's like you're coming out of it. Okay, like, okay, the shock of the situation, the shock of being so isolated, the shock of not being able to see my friends, the shock of not having that job, right? You're kind of like coming out of this now, and it's time to restabilize and move on, right? Because the fours are about stability, right? So you're stabilizing your emotions, and you're ready to turn around, and you're ready to move forward and be a part of the community in whatever form that is for you. Then you have the Two of Cups. Love it, because that's that divine partnership. So divine partnerships, that can, again, it can be romantic. Maybe you reconnect with the person you're with. Maybe you meet somebody new, depending on your situation. Maybe you meet a new friend. Maybe you reconnect with your closest friend because you haven't been able to go to dinner, right? Um, Business, you find that job. This is a divine, union. It's a blessing, and you finally turn around and you're like, oh, there you are, right? I've missed you so much. So it's a really, really positive week as we move forward, as you come to this realization that I just need to turn around. Which brings us to this Eight of Cups, where honestly, you're just moving on. You're walking away from feeling that isolation. You walk away from feeling like, oh, I can't find a job. You're walking away because, again, I know I keep saying it, but you're the one taking action. You're the one turning around. You're the one reaching out. You're the one calling, again, that, place of employment to say, hey, did you get my resume? You're reaching out to your friend, hey, let's finally go out, to dinner. It's been 3 months. We haven't been able to see each other except on, Skype or FaceTime or whatever, right? So you're kind of moving yourself out of that energy of isolation, which is really nice for you. Followed here, right, by this King of Cups, coming back into balance with your emotions. All right, very nice, right? I feel like for a lot of people, not just Aries, but for a lot of people, right, we've had those highs and lows, and you can't help it given, the situation. It's bound to happen, but you kind of come back into balance with your emotions this week. Not feeling sorry for yourself, not feeling sad, not feeling alone. You're like, okay, that was just something we had to go through, and I'm okay, right? I'm the king of my emotions again. I know not to let the little things bother me. I know not to make a bigger deal out of something than it is, right? You really just come back into check. And I love that, okay? Because this whole reading isn't external, it's internal. It's about you, right? And it's about how you're reacting, how you are feeling. It's really about getting back into balance. Hence that meditation card, too, right? That Four of Swords really is about kind of coming back into balance after a very hard time. I love that the angels, guides, and ancestors brought out the flow card because, one, it's 28, which is 10, which is an end of a cycle. So you truly come out of that tower, happenings, those tower situations. You really come back into balance, and you come back into flow, into your flow. You're feeling more and more like yourself, and going with the flow of the universe, going with the flow of your emotions rather than fighting them, coming really back into balance this week. So I absolutely love that that's how it goes, because think about that too. Look at all the water here. You really do come back into an emotional stability, and that's important, and you do that. It's very, very nice. And it's like, see, she's got to me, that's like the world. It's almost like she has the world in her hand. She's like, yes, I feel like I'm part of the world again. I have felt so disconnected, right? But you're not. And you're like, I'm really not disconnected. So I love the fact that you have all this energy. You turn back around, feeling part of the community, right? Feeling part of your friends, your family, your work. It just all comes together this week, okay? Now, we are going to do the extended reading on the Patreon channel. Guys, the link is in the description box below. So we're going to grab a few cards here to get that energy, see what the extended is going to be about. So bear with me as I pull some of these cards. Yeah, beautiful. Oh my goodness, beautiful. All right. So first card that came out, well, actually two cards came out together. We have the Ace of Cups. There's your new beginning, right? I said this was an ending. And it is a new beginning of emotions, emotional love, creativity, right? Feeling, this can be new romance, new friendship, new job. But it's like, oh, I finally feel, again, a part of the community. And I love it because that ace, is always handed to you from the divine. So I love that. And that's just really beautiful way to start that extended reading. We also have the Devil, which is beautiful, and the other card that came out is the Four of Wands. So real good energy for the extended reading, guys. If this is it for you, thank you so much. All of my love to you for this week, Aries. I appreciate you so, so very much. And I certainly hope that you come over for the extended reading again over at the Patreon channel. Link is in the description box.